welcome to our fourth episode of the Fitness Panel Lab Review. Today we're moving away from the hardware side and we're looking at software. And what's unique about this one is this is an app which is delivered through iTunes and it's called Kinesio Capture. And like many of the other things which we have looked at through the Fitness Panel Review, it's very simple in its delivery mechanism, and that's what I absolutely love about this product. As with all of our products, another great story behind it, and two gentlemen by the name of Dave Gottfield and Nick Studholme were attending the Gary Gray Institute program, which is called the GIFT program, and which is based up in Michigan. And while they were at the actual program, they both came up with this idea of if there was another way to be able to capture movement, whether it's an athlete, whether it's an assessment, whether it's a client, different to the sort of usual concept. So there's some very great software out there, Dartfish and a lot of others, that capture movement, and then you can slow the film down. You can do a lot of additional things where you can draw lines onto the to the actual film itself. You can put on angles to show joints. You can slow things down, split screens. All of that's been great, but where the sort of sticking point has been is that it's been very hard if someone's mobile to be able to follow them in all different directions, if they're changing direction, if they're going from a low point to a high point. And the beautiful thing now about having something like the iPad 2 is that, and then using something like Kinesio Capture, is that you can now follow this athlete live. And then at the end of that, you can do split screen shots, you can show the athlete, you can draw things onto the video, and literally, using this for the first time myself a couple of weeks ago, everything on it's instant. It's very easy to navigate, very quickly to use, and again, just another brilliant product. So, shirt of the week, Power Plate. Thank you very much, guys. I'm a huge vibration fan, have been for a very long time. I've got one here in my basement. So here's what you have to love about this product with Kinesio Capture. About 3 minutes ago, I just filmed a 30-second video clip, just doing some functional crawl patterns here at the Fitness Panel Lab Room. And what I did then was, it's done on an iPad 2. So you grab the iPad and you basically follow the movement. So if the athlete's doing anything from sprints to jumps to any kind of movement, holding anything, or if it's a client who's doing a gait pattern or anything at all, you just follow that movement with the actual iPad 2. So you can really, where they've gotten around, I guess the current technology was that they're able to, with their function, they're able to actually follow an athlete through any kind of mode and really get the real life movement of everything there without having people to have to run past a set point on a camera, which is sort of the old way. So I've got the Kinesio Capture open here now, and it's an app from iTunes. So what's clever about this is you literally download the app, and I've probably spent about 7 to 8 minutes using this app since I've downloaded it. And so I'm very unfamiliar with the product, and I haven't been ever taken through a tutorial of how this product works. But as you'll see now, I've just got my iPad here set up, and I've just got it positioned here onto a TV so you can see it. And basically what I can do here, it's as quick as this, is looking at that video, I can go forward or I can go back on that video to whatever point I actually need it to be. And if I take it back to where we started, so I can really break it down to at any point I want through that movement to show these athletes or as I said, the clients. Now I can take the pen app here, and I can, if I wanted to here, draw any sort of angles off of the person at any point on that. I can measure things off the body, so I can take set points and then show distances from that point anywhere on the body. I can also take this goniometer and I can actually position it anywhere I want. So I can put one here on the knee, one on my hip, and then third one down onto my ankle. It shows me the angle there. So here in this one, it's showing it's 89 degrees. I can position that anywhere in the body at all. So we're talking about joint angles, especially if you need to describe something. If you want to show someone how much motion they don't have through, especially ankles and things like that for runners. I can also then zoom in on certain parts of the body, and then by doing that, I can move that anywhere at all to position it to allow me to get a zoomed in spectrum anywhere on that body part. I can also put on a grid, And with their new app, the grid is now blue, so it's a little bit easier to see. Sorry, with it, with their update. And then with that app, I can move that anywhere at all, and I can, for instance, line it up with my ear if I was looking at doing any kind of assessment profile off of that as well. I can split into one single point like that with the video, or I can overlay the video. You'll see there that it's got the one motion overlaid onto the other, so I can compare them. I can split the videos, and again, this is literally from me using this for 6 or 7 minutes. It's that user friendly. It's incredibly easy to use, and having it done through the iPad just makes it very, very fast to use as well. I can put on stopwatches. I can even add, if I've come through the gift program where the boys created this tool, I can go back to the single mode, and I can take the actual grid there, and I can put that grid, and I can position that grid anywhere on the body in terms of looking at the angles and any kind of form for assessment. I can take a still photograph of that. I can add in a stopwatch. I can do a lot of really clever, really quick, really instant things. And if you look at the world of fitness, if I'm a coach, it's instant. I can take that, I can have the athlete look at it, and then while I'm talking to the athlete, I can draw in all these bits and pieces. If I'm working with a client, I can do exactly the same thing. I can show them instantly what it is. And even down for something as simple as I've got a client that doesn't understand an actual exercise well, I can take this, shoot them doing the exercise, and then show them the exercise and show them what they're actually doing that you want them to actually change with that behavior. It's just an incredibly fantastic tool, and it's probably one of the most user-friendly apps I've ever seen, and that's why I'm a real fan of this technology leaning towards with apps. What I can also do is it gives me the ability to mail it to my clients. I can store all of these different profiles, so I've got them all under different names, age groups, all the information about each of whether it's my client or my athlete. And then basically I can also print that off as that version. So it's just incredible. The download takes literally a couple of minutes, and then you can literally pick it up, press the play button, and then instantly shoot something, and then draw all the things that I've just done for you straight away. So it really is a clever tool. The boys have done a very good job with it, and this is going to have a lot of application in a lot of different areas, even outside health and fitness too. So this is the latest thing for the Fitness Panel Lab review. It is Kinesio Capture, and you can look. They've got a bunch of YouTube clips for this now. You can look at. You can find them through their website, Kinesio Capture. And again, just another great tool that's very simple in its application. Obviously, very, very complicated behind the scenes. But for the end user, it's a very quick and very easy experience. Fantastic job.